All right,
No,
cool,
no.
great. Next topic.
Yes,
Next topic.
sorry.
I'm gonna go down the line. Alan, what you got for us?
Okay, so I was wondering if there's any sort of specific moment or traumatic events, just something big impression from high school that affected you today still. Like that maybe you just brushed it all off, maybe it doesn't really matter to you anymore, or was it like a defining moment into how you kind of live your life
Is
today?
this, can we have multiple ones, or is...
Yeah, of course.
Rocco's like, can
No,
I
you
have
can only
one?
have one.
I was like,
Choose
There's a lot of shit that
and
happened.
send you into the
It's
future
like
with
there's some...
Steve's time machine.
and I'm gonna drown.
Does it
You're
have
gonna
to be? Does it have to be high school?
Yes.
Okay, it can't be middle school. It can't like because high school is different for some people, right? Like 8th grade sometimes or 7th grade sometimes is in high school.
Okay.
Well, then if that's your high school, then
wherever
that's
you
high
grew up, yeah, wherever high school was, then that's what it counts as.
Okay.
So we'll just
I
kick
will
it off
I'll start
with.
this off.
That
Yeah.
affects me today.
I didn't pick you, though, Rocco.
I know, I saw that. You were gonna say I start this off. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Okay,
Probably-
Rocco, you can start.
Oh, thank- All right, so actually talking about that, right now I currently am suffering from like some serious chronic pain issues in my back and my lower back. It's bulging discs, and it actually occurred in high school from an athletic event. Playing football, I had dove for a catch, and the DB, his face mask, I like the glasses, but his face mask went right into my lower back. You know, eventually went to the doctor to find out, you know, to doing an MRI and a whole bunch of other stuff to find out that I have now bulging discs. So it's a lack of tissue in between the spinal columns, so
Dude,
they
I got
grind.
that too, man.
And now that is something that is a huge issue from high school that is affecting my life on a daily basis today, and might even affect me on a large scale, you know, later on in life. Where
How so?
Because right now, okay, so I literally have issues sleeping at night. I have issues lifting my kids up from the ground. I have,
Can you stand for long periods of time?
or
does your back start to hurt?
It starts to hurt. I mean, I'm telling you, I have pain now. I have pain from sitting. I have pain from standing. I have pain from the second I wake up to, and it's not like, okay, it's not 10, but it's always a 4. And then there's plenty of times when it's a 6 and a 7, and that's enough to be like, what the fuck? Like, this is irritating. This is hurting. Like, and right now it's like causing me some serious issues because if like I press on a little bit, it's like, ugh, like somebody just stabbed me. So that's something that happened from high school that still today I'm suffering from, and I'm trying to do anything I can to be proactive about it so that in the future I'm not in a wheelchair because I can't freaking, you know, move around and without.
How long before you realized like this happened, like caused an issue for you?
It was
like
it
in
was
high
actually
school or not until
no,
like
like in high
college or-
school it happened and stuff, but it wasn't a big deal. It didn't really hurt. They told me I couldn't do contact sports for a year, and you know I even went into college playing lacrosse and doing a contact sport, and I didn't really have, you know, maybe a here and there. It was like, oh, I got kind of a sore back. I would say this happened after college. It was like around the 24, 25 marker when it started to become like an actual everyday kind of like irritation and pain. So it took a while. It wasn't like right in high school that it happened, but the event happened in high school. So it to this day, like, be careful out there, guys. You know, even young injuries can still affect you at an older age. So
Can I ask you a favor, Rock?
yeah.
Next time we meet up, can I race you, like in a foot race?
No.
So I could beat you for the first time in my life.
No, I know. Like, seriously. I can't even run anymore, man.
Rocco, you could have taken the time machine back to when you got your back injured.
And not have played. Exactly.
not have
Oh,
played.
whoa.
Or you could have
That
like
was-
stiff armed the guy, which like you should have probably done, you know. But
I was diving for a catch, bro. There's no, like, there's no stiff
dive
arming.
step.
I would have got him.
Diving
I would have
and
got him
like,
too.
"Ah!" No, man, I would say that is one. I have other ones too, but I wanted to start that off. That was a huge
Okay.
event that's even today causing me issues.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, going to you next. Bad boy. Has anything ever bad happened to you?
In high school, that affects me now.
Yeah, I mean, you can say like nothing. Did like you just shit off high school and it was like totally fine and.
Yeah, I did pretty much. Yeah, I mean, like I can think of stuff that affected me in high school that affect me like a couple years down the road. Yeah, but like not now. You know what I mean? Like nothing's affecting me today, really.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Like, that's what I want to know because like some people they can have like a really traumatic thing and it kind of shapes a lot of their life.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
High school is like you're really vulnerable, right? In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had relationships in high school that kind of affected me in relationships, like few years down the road, and then like after that, I just
As
learned,
in, like, you're saying
stuff.
like women relationships or
Yeah,
friend
women
men?
relationships.
Gotcha.
Not friend relationships too. No, not friend relationships at all. Yeah. No, it's just women relationships that affected me down like the road. But then I learned to get over that kind of stuff and everything. So like nothing affects me today, like at all from
Same
high
as-
school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of grew a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
Yeah.
I
Sorry about that.
well, one other one for me too is like I got involved in like in video editing in high school, which had led to me in my interests and stuff,
yeah, so you
and
didn't
going
think
to
like-
college and what I wanted to do in college. To even today, the enjoyment that I have from doing video editing and putting things together, that stemmed from high school, and it was it didn't even grow, or even I didn't even know it was a passion until I was in high school, and I got to take a class, a TV class that they do the announcements every morning for the school. So it was kind of cool. Getting involved in that led me to kind of where I went to college, my direction for college, and then finding out a hobby I really loved to do.
Yeah.
So I'd say definitely something from that was something from high school that I still today do and involve myself in.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
Yeah.
What,
Like,
Steve? What?
I was like, that could have been a great thing, like to freaking say in the last topic and everything like that, was I would go back to that point in time and make myself more, like, just more determined to go to, like, a college like Rocco did, like, because I put, like, a whole bunch of portfolios together, like, for art.
oh,
and
like an
everything
art
like that.
school? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so.
That's true too.
Oh, true.
That's true. Hey, well,
But
that's
you
one
look like
thing
you're
too,
thinking
though.
really hard.
That's one thing that happened in high school though that affects you today. You
Oh,
know what
that's
I mean?
true, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
It's
I
nice.
wish I would have
It's
changed
perhaps
that.
the lack of something instead of that something that had happened.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I wish I would have done that because I took, like, every single kind of, like, art that I could in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I took advanced art, I took computer art, whatever like that. I was like, I did everything. I even put a portfolio together because my teacher said I was really good. His name was Mr. Sellers. He was really cool.
I know him.
Shout out to Mr. Sellers.
I know that guy.
Yeah, but I guess it'd be totally different today if I probably
Yeah.
would have went to college with you guys and everything like that. I mean, I did go visit and stay with Rocco for a while and everything, but that was a completely different experience, than
Right.
what you guys had. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I guess that kind of does affect me today, though. But I'm happy the way my life turned out. So.
Right.
Like, I accept it. One other thing too is like the lack of soccer, man. Like I got
Oh yeah, you were really
so much.
good at soccer.
I got so much involved in football instead of going into the soccer route, and I really, 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 really wish that I had done soccer in high school. Like
Huh.
I didn't make that decision. I didn't do it, and I actually kind of
You
regret
can do
it.
both. Because
Well,
didn't they take the kickers
They
from
didn't.
soccer?
They
to
didn't
be the
allow.
kickers on
Well, they do, yeah,
football?
but they didn't allow us in our high school for playing
Yeah.
kind of like dual sports, especially if you're playing in varsity football. They were
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
that
gotta.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Then you're playing spring too. You're doing all these other different things outside of the season.
Off-season training.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't like I had to kind of pick and choose, and like I said, I really regret that I didn't do that because that was like a love of mine, and I decided to whatever reason do somebody else's love instead of my own love. And
He was
I
really
should've.
good at it too, guys.
It would have been fun.
Trash.
It would have been fun, man.
Hell
No,
yeah.
but that was a lack of. That was something I didn't do in high school that I should have done.
Yeah.
Like looking back today, and I was like, wow, what the hell? I
Totally.
had that opportunity there.
All right, how about you to Clayton?
Yeah, I think the easy answer is like, well, okay,
We don't want the easy answer.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard because I played it really, really safe in high school,
Yeah.
but I moved freshman year
Hmm.
to a different school, and that had we're talking about what affects me now, and that includes like where I am today, and then I think that started me on a path where I was hanging out with a lot more, let's just say, more intellectual people than I was freshman year and the years before that, and they were more college driven and like just. It was a lot of things. It was like it was working out. It was going to like parties, but it was also like focusing on school and like going towards a career. And so like surrounding myself with those types of individuals who I've made like bonds and friendships with now to this day, just helped me go on a course of maturity and growth. And I don't know. I think that was really cool. I think that's really like what impacted me the most in high school.
Yeah. Well, that would.
So-
I mean, who you surround yourself with at those ages, man. That's like, oh, gosh,
Super
that's
important.
huge. That has a huge influence over like what you're gonna turn out to be, at least
Yeah.
at that time. we try to, at 18 years old or whatever, in high school age, you don't really see it then. Yeah. But as like adults now, and you look back, you're like, yeah, who you surround yourself is a big freaking deal,
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. They were all about SATs and all that stuff, and I was just like, what? I don't know.
You're like,
and you're like, I guess, let's do this. And so that helped a lot.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So overall, would you say that your high school experience was more important to shaping your life now than like college experience, or would you say it kind of one thing led to the other?
No, I one thing did lead to another, but I absolutely think college I talk about I'm talking about intellectual individuals, and they are, but like going to college and now being around people who are very, very intelligent in the field and talented in the field that you're going with is a whole nother ball game. So going to college and having the opportunity to meet you, Allan, and meet you, Rocco, and meet especially someone like Nate, right? Like having him as my roommate, and like he's really talented, dude. That guy can wait to the fucking 11th hour and start a project and get an A+ on it. Like the guy's crazy, and he taught me a lot too. And having Jay and Matt and all those people, like, and David, like they're all really smart individuals, and I think that just helped me. Yeah, a lot more than in my field.
I would say too, the college experience compared to the high school, like they led themselves from one to the other. If I had not done certain things in high school, I would have not been in the college I went to. I would have been in college, but just probably not SCAD. Yeah, it definitely led one to the other for sure. For me personally, they had to happen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's very interesting.
What about you, man? Anything in high school?
I would say it's actually pretty similar story to your guys. Because I was going to a private school from 1st grade to 9th grade, and then my parents shipped me off to military school. I'm sure some of you guys know that, in 10th grade. So like right when you start high school, you're just like, oh, now I'm going to like an all-boys military school. Like this kind of sucks. In Georgia when I live in Texas. Anyway, but I think for sure, if I hadn't done that, I definitely would not have been doing like what I'm doing now. I definitely wouldn't have gone to like an art school and hung out with, met all you guys. So I'd say it's like pretty significant point in my life. Like, I mean, even though I even got kicked out of military school at one point, and that, also was a little bit shaping. Yeah. Also shaped a little bit, learned to like, in different topic, different time. But, if I hadn't gone there, I wouldn't have been exposed to like computer art for sure, like high school. Like, so that like basically put me on track to go to an art college in the first place. Otherwise, I would have just gone like, local school, like somewhere in Texas, because that's probably what you're supposed to do. Like maybe studied something in
UT.
Yeah, like UT or something like that. Studied like something like my dad did, but like that's kind of what you always think of when you're younger. You're like, oh, I'll just do what my dad did when I get older. So I think it would have, kind of probably put me into a way worse place. Not worse place, like, but maybe something, not doing something place, I was happy to do. Yeah, as I am now, I think. Because it really
see, in high school I kind of had like another love too. It was I actually, believe it or not, I took like 2 years of culinary in my high school because they had that class, and I loved it. Like I was making like noodles from scratch and shit. And
dude, we talked about a show that Ian might be able to produce.
Oh, I know.
Cooking with Ian. He could use you as his sous chef. You guys can make a
Ian?
Yeah, it's because Ian wants to start his own restaurant. So I was like, dude, let's do some 5-minute videos of you showing how to cook stuff. Like,
exactly.
Awesome. Oh yeah, you weren't here for that, Allan. I was like,
no, was that last week?
It was Dream Jobs. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, in that one though, that kind of like led me to today. I like and love cooking, like, and whenever I do, it's like I from the experience of high school, like the knowledge that I learned from those classes for 2 years, like I know how to mix and match a lot of the different spices. Where I feel like a lot of other people will just kind of throw the chicken on the skillet and maybe put a sauce over it and be like, here you go. There's a bunch of different things that I know that can be done in culinary,
So that things go together like lamb and tuna fish.
Yes.
Like salt and pepper.
I don't know if I'd put that one. I don't like lamb, to be honest.
They go together like lamb and a tuna fish.
Prefer spaghetti and meatball?
Lamb and tuna fish? It's like, what? Perhaps you prefer spaghetti and meatball?
Yes, considering we're in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that was one that like affected me today too, though. Like it was a very cool experience, actually.
Yeah, I guess.
You know.
Yeah, I was curious if any of you guys had like one of those things where like you got bullied or something like in high school, and then all of a sudden you were just like, oh my god.
That's why I asked if it had to be high school, because middle school we're talking a whole other ball game.
Yeah.
But high school was pretty safe.
Steve's
out. Steve's like, I'm not.
Light bulb.
Bye, Steve.
So talking about that one you're speaking about, like I started learning how to talk to women in high school.
So you can say learn how to bully. I was like, that should be interesting.
I was like, oh.
He said bullying. I was like, yeah, actually talking to women was one that had started for me in high school. I failed a few different times, got embarrassed, and then just kept trying to like, okay, well, I guess we got to keep doing this if you ever want to try to get a girlfriend, right? Like otherwise, I'll be sitting over here with Allan in the all boys school.
Yeah,
and,
that's a good experience to have in high school, because if you are stuck with dudes, you do not know how to say that.
Yeah, exactly. So I had some fun experiences with that one in high school, just failing, like flat on my face, just like, hey, no, okay, I'm leaving. Like I couldn't make any words out, and I'm just so embarrassed. I'm just gonna walk away.
I would love to learn. Like a good topic would be to like our first failures with talking to the opposite sex. Like,
yes,
like what were like some of the high school failures?
That would be a good one.
Because I got a ton, man.
The shit you say and the stuff that they look at you like.
So many.
Yeah, there's a lot of there. There's
so many.
I think I probably mentally have blocked most of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're
You
just
have
like,
to though. You
that
have
didn't
to.
happen. That didn't happen.
If you're ever
I only
gonna
remember the successful ones.
if you're ever gonna move forward, you have to suppress those memories.
Yeah.